Hey there folks, this is Hyugren, your nomadic gamer, and it's time to dive deeper into the story of Technomancer.
Alright, I'm here to kick all of your sorry butts. Okay, this is what happens when you forget your... Oh crap, let's go. That's unfortunately gonna kill one of them. Oh. Oh, look at that. Alright then. Good deal. Let's get out of here, guys. Kinda wish I hadn't flubbed that and wasted a explosive trap, but okay. What's done is done. Okay, so we gotta go down low, give a talk to what, Scum, I guess? And friggin' camera. Oh yeah, and our boy here.
Greetings, Zachariah.
What up, Melvin?
I think it's time I answered Victor's constant attacks. I'm gonna need help, though.
That's what family is for, Zachariah. We are family, united by the mutual suffering inflicted by Victor. His time to pay for all he's done has come. We are united in that.
Alright, cool. Just gonna go over here.
Now that we are at full strength, we must devise a way to compromise Victor's popularity at the Assembly.
I've got a lead. There's this grizzled old general who's been bitching about the lack of info he gets about Aurora. Right now, he's the only one with the balls to call Victor the Dictator incompetent. According to him, the Aurora Dowser's down shit creek and may have been booted off his post. If we can prove that General is right and isn't just some senile old man, maybe the Army's head honchos will be pissed enough at the Colonel to kick his buns in the sun.
We would need hard evidence.
I'm almost positive that Dandolo can help us. Noctis sends merchants everywhere after all.
We also have some connections with technomancers over there. They should be able to tell us what happened.
We could try Anton. Aurora's a little far, but there's no place that's safe from Anton's little birds.
Ugh.
It's a start.
Even if abundance is run from the top down, members of the Assembly would pay attention to uprisings. Some of your local allies could help you stir up some anger in the masses. The ASC has made their lives miserable for months. People are arrested on a whisper, live huddled in fear. It would not take much to spark the powder keg.
I bet not.
It's a good idea, but we can't influence entire populations by ourselves. We'd need allies hidden among the people.
You mean like mutants?
Back when I was an artist, I got into some altercations with assembly members who thought my shows were blasphemy.
What?
Maybe it was because I didn't say hail to the shadow 50 times. I can't say for sure, but if we could get them to think that Victor isn't a devout believer, we could get the large religious sect of the Assembly to revoke their support and demand his banishment. Or we could just give them a little nudge in the right direction by making them believe Victor steals relics for his own use.
Oh, I like
We'd
that.
have to stage an elaborate setup, but I like it. After all, Trickster must get what he gives.
Oh, that's so
We'll
true.
need volunteers that can pretend to be ASC. The plan is right up Anton's alley. It's possible for Dandolo or the opposition to help us out too.
One last thing. I was told the High Judge endorses all of Victor's decisions, even though I know for a fact that he hates him, which is more than a bit strange. The judge is such an honest man.
Which means blackmail.
Or if you're in the mood to make a scandal, I've got everything we need. Did you know that Victor employs young women to worm out information on men he keeps tabs on?
Of course he would.
And I'm not Victor, but I have a feeling he used that info to blackmail these same men. If we can prove it, the Assembly would have a major meltdown. Their beloved Colonel, a pimp. To find evidence of his trafficking, we could look for the orders he gave his goons. Have you seen his hands? Far too immaculate to be doing this dirty work himself.
Back in my days as an officer, I ran into a band of girls, and I think this exploited girls topic may interest them. Maybe enough for them to help us.
Oh, actually, yeah, that might be true.
How's this? I've heard that a small faction of the Assembly blindly backs up Victor, no matter how crazy the project is. So I believe it almost certain that their chief of this faction was bribed. So unless we bribe him ourselves, we'll have to silence him.
It's not ideal, but I have no way of finding out what dirt the ASC has on that man. We'll have to go without his support, and hope we can get enough voters elsewhere.
All these ideas will indeed cut off Victor from his support network.
But
This is going to sound self-interested, but if we could help the mutants escape from the pen, it would expedite the Colonel's downfall. The people and the Assembly would be outraged to know that after decades of civilized control, Victor was the one who couldn't keep them in check. I'd like to see the Colonel try to justify his mistake of so many slaves, particularly ones notorious for their feeble minds.
no, it's not selfish. It's a good plan. We're gonna help mutants in the pen prepare their escape. After a mass breakout like that, his reputation will never be the same.
I mean,
Thank you, all of you, for the ideas. Now let's make them happen.
so we're going for all of them? Because if we're going for all of them, I like the idea. All right, let me check. Wait, from the death of, okay, let me go through these quest logs real quick. Okay, let's do a quick chat.
Greetings, Zachariah.
So,
Rumor is Aurora's dowser was deposed. I need to know it's more than rumor, though. If it's true, we might be able to convince some members of the Assembly that Victor needs to go.
Even though I don't like the idea of continuing the conflict between Abundance and Aurora that has caused so much suffering, if it's what needs to be done to dethrone Victor, I have a few contacts among Aurora's technomats.
Huh?
They're not quite brothers,
you mean,
but
Rick?
they're at least like cousins. And I've heard
Bollocks,
their
one
messengers
moment.
nearly always follow one particular shadow path. Let me show you. This one here. If you go, you may be able to stop one of their couriers. If the news you're expecting is as important as you say, I'm sure it will be in the documents they are carrying.
Thanks, Melvin.
Greetings, Zachariah.
oh, I can't redo that bit. Dagnabbit. All right, fine. I don't know what the balls you say because I was too busy trying to figure out how to get my.
Zachariah, I've received a message from Dandolo. He has some information on the disappearance of patients.
Awesome.
Really? Did he learn where he was taken?
The ASC had him locked up in an old dome near Ophir. In his message, he says that it's a dome that technomancers used to use. Does this sound familiar to you?
Hard to forget. Yes. That's where initiations would take place before a mantis destroyed everything. We'll have to go free him. The place must be teeming with soldiers fighting for Victor. But we can't leave the old technomancer in their hands.
Dagnabbit. Dagnabbit. All right, ladies. We got a lot to do. A lot to do. You know, now that I've got Lucky, Nisha, I might replace you with Lucky. I don't need you in my crew anymore, right? I mean, I think I've taken care of your companion quest. So what I'm going to do, I'm gonna go.
Some relics. You're a technomancer. You gotta know where we can find some.
Yeah, but the relics we keep aren't ones I'm gonna use for an operation like this. We need some minor relics.
What's the difference?
The amount of information we can get from them. Most of the objects dating back to the settlers are just trinkets. The ones we keep are data interfaces, though. Way too valuable to risk losing.
Okay, so we go ahead and get rid of Nisha and replace her with Lucky. Scott can sit back. He's no good to me. I'm keeping Amelia because she is awesome. Okay. Now, let's see about getting those uniforms. Pardon me, excuse me, sorry, prop. Don't do that to me, controller. Do I gotta talk to that same merchant again? It's the same guy. Hey, my dude. There we go.
Welcome, welcome. What's your pleasure? What are you looking for?
ASC uniforms.
I'm looking to buy some ASC uniforms.
Not an easy thing to come by, but if you're willing to pay high enough.
How are we talking? Wow. Oh, you pay you fetch such a high price. Oh, I don't know how I'm going to afford these.
I'll take them all.
Give him.
That's what I'm talking about. Making business.
All right, I'm out of here. Have a quick chat with Danolo. Is it Danolo or Dandolo? I don't know which one. Get over. Okay, good. Danolo or Dandolo? Which one are you? Is Dandolo. So wait, in that other dialogue section, did Nisha, she said Dandolo, but the caption didn't have that D.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
So, I got a question for you.
I need your help. I'm trying to compel some assembly members to withdraw their support for Victor.
You have my attention.
I figured I would.
There's a fraction of religious assembly members that would be appalled to learn Victor keeps certain relics for personal use. And if they did, it's all but certain that they would drop their endorsements and exile him.
And how exactly do you plan to prove that?
That's where you come in, buddy.
Just by making Victor's relic collecting a little more visible to the public eye. Imagine a few ASC agents carrying relics, along with orders stipulating that they bring these objects to the Colonel. They're chugging along until they bump into a group of concerned citizens who insist they bring the relics back to the proper authorities.
Ah, so I guess you'll play a concerned citizen while my men dress up as ASC agents. They won't be flattered, but if you provide the costumes, they'll take care of the rest. I am pleased to know that my use of disguises inspired you. Perhaps we'll own a theater together someday. Anyway, you can count on me.
Alright, cool. I'm out of here. Ooh, everything's going along swimmingly. Granted, that's just the first stage of the plan, but... Controller, stop. I need you to work with me. Work with me, not against me. Come on, man. Be a pal. Be a pal. Okay. I got Lucky with me. I got Amelia with me. We are... Nope. This way. Because I want to go back to my car. Boop. And away we go. Let's see, where am I going to next? I want to thank you folks for coming by to watch my videos. It means a lot to me. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to support more of my content, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. Maybe start a conversation in the comments. Now, I publish content every Tuesdays and Thursdays, but if you feel like you need an extra reminder, go ahead and click that notification bell. And until next time, folks, peace.